started here at the WFCU Center. Ron Abraham's going to one-hand it past his man. Spitfires lost earlier this year in Brantford. They'll play them once on the road, once at home. So this will wrap up the season series. Green Tree in the backhand gets it inside the line. First on it, Daniel Sobolev, former Spitfire defenseman, was moved along to Niagara, and then this year moved to the Brantford Bulldogs just prior to the deadline, which they need some moves there, and they've really come out of that deadline with a good record here. Shot gets blocked, comes back to the line, stays in. Nelson got a swing at it. It's Abraham moving ahead. Now Green Tree going to grab a gear, fitting for those jerseys. He'll dump it into the corner, and Chen's first on that loose puck. Coming up to 2.5 minutes in, Spitfire's the only shot on goal. It was off a skate. It'll be Spellis's 12th of the year. Morneau knocks down the clearing attempt, trying to center. Knocked away from him. They rim it back around. Cristoforo keeps it in. Floats one in off the outside of the post. Sent back to the blue paint. Troback's going to pounce.
Really?
Yeah, it's Spellis. Abraham's on the top line here. Spellis in some offense in back-to-back games now. LeBlanc trying to catch up to that. He's going to shoot one off the stick of Costanzo. Turning back towards the goal. Now he's got a lane to the net. And off the post again. Did Martin left wing side. Driving the net. Spitfires. Nesbitt broken up there by rookie O'Brien.
That's some nice two-way play by O'Brien, the leading rookie scorer in the league. Almost scores at one end, comes down, prevents a goal at the other end, and just disrupts a play right there and heads back the other way.
Jake O'Brien now. Read that play, just dumps it in the corner. Van Acker's first on it. Spitfires jump on him. Eichler moves it up the wall. Valentin Jugan. I think a big night for the Valentin boy on Valentine's Day. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Over the line. Going wide is Struthers. Struthers back to the point. Cristoforo's got some room to work. Right down the middle. His shot block stays with it, though. Cristoforo to the front of the goal. Bounces around there. Struthers kicking it to the skate. Still loose in front of the net. The Spitfires move it back to Toure. Toure on the wing to Cristoforo out of his reach. Back in behind the goal. Good pressure here by this fourth line of the Spitfires. And finally, Radley will slow things down. And that's Lucas Moore who will survey the situation. Spitfires complete their change. The Bulldogs in the midst of getting one in now as well. Moore still behind the goal. Crowd of about 4,000 here tonight. Not loving the delay. Finally, Cristoforo moves it to the blue line. Morneau back to Eichler. He played 9 minutes. Spitfires 5-3 the edge in shots, and 2-0 lead on the scoreboard. And the Go Spits Go cheer starts to rise up here at the WFCU Center. Ethan Martin. Pass doesn't get rink wide. Broken up by Van Acker. Turned back up ice is O'Brien. Back for Van Acker. Tough combination for the Bulldogs with Van Acker and O'Brien. Lots to handle, and Van Acker almost snuck one up underneath the bar. Bello keeps it in back into the wing here. It's Brown. Brown rims it around. Chen waits for it. Now sends it to the front of the goal, looking for the tip. Right back to Chen. Chen wrists one off the shoulder of Costanzo. Spitfires move it to space, but it's right onto the stick now of the Bulldogs. Send it right back in on goal. Blocked there, and O'Brien chases into the corner. Cristoforo poked away by Valentin Jugan. Jugan up the wing, tipped into space, and Rebello back on.
Trying to make a little run of things here on home ice.
It's been a 4-game week, so they'll play Flint in Flint on Saturday. Back home on Sunday, a 4 o'clock start versus the Sioux, and then London on Family Day. No more no is going to bank it out to center. Chen back into his own zone. Cedric Okotindu is out of the lineup tonight. Noel Roberts is suspended. Thomas Hamara, former Kitchener Ranger, is out with a lower body injury. The big scratch up front is Nick Lardis, the Chicago draft pick. O'Brien just from his knees couldn't get it ahead to Van Acker. Lardis, one of the bright young stars of the Ontario Hockey League, has missed now 14 games in a row. An upper body injury. He's still week to week. This goal's early. This one had a goal, minute 18 in, as Thomas gets it off the draw. He sets up, works it down low. O'Brien pressured back to Thomas. Next for Lavoie. There's Thomas off a leg into the corner. Jacques Dubois scoring just 40 seconds into Ottawa. Kingston's got a 2-1 lead there. Big game in Sarnia tonight, or rather in Flint. Sarnia's there. They're up 2-1 in the early going. Niagara's got a 3-0 lead over Erie, who is in a tailspin right now. Gavin Bryant scored about 2.5 minutes into that one. We'll look at those out-of-town scores coming up in the first intermission. Power play here. Jack-Eye, quick shot right in on goal. Bouncing puck. Morneau couldn't clear the initial rebound, and now a sliding Holton Smith finally slides it right out over the line underneath of him. Now we'll get set up once again. Thomas has to go back forward. He'll hold it in. This is a 5-man forward unit for the Bulldogs. Jack-Eye back to Thomas. Worked it back down low. Van Acker set up in front. Here's Jack-Eye. Back into the corner for O'Brien. Comes off the wall, moves it to the middle. O'Brien leads his team with 16 power play points. He got a post earlier in the game. Van Acker back to Thomas. Got taken off the skate. Move it here for Lavoie. His shot just goes wide on the left pad side. Van Acker back to Thomas once again. 25 seconds left in the Green Tree penalty. There's on goal and into the midsection. Held on to 4 players in this lineup that played for the Hamilton Bulldogs in that 2022 OHL championship. Shot in on Costanzo, a weak one. He makes that save. Spitfires to an open wing, and Spellacy zips back in over the line, gets it to Colton Smith on the backhand. Spellacy back for Morneau. Morneau trying to wrap it around. Comes out to the point. Chopping at it there was Cristoforo. Spellacy back in on the goal, but gets it back to the point. Here's Eichler teeing up a second period. Let's see what they bring. Adrian Rebello has moved up to the left side, who started the game back on the blue line. He's now on this line with Bujold and Shirk. 3-assist game for him against Peterborough on Saturday. So some shuffling by Jay McKee in the first intermission. There's Shirk, going to leave it for Bujold. He's going to skate into it, gets upended. Penalty coming to the Spitfires. Not how you want to start off a period. Sobel.
Smart job by Noah Morneau there just to rag that puck a little bit through the neutral zone. He was looking to try to spring Greentree on the far side, but Greentree a little bit out of gas. And smartly just put that into the corner. That killed off a number of seconds, and they're almost going to get this thing killed off as Cole Davis goes to work in the neutral zone at hounding that puck.
Spellacy trying to catch up to it. Good work by Moore. Now Spitfires put the pressure on. Here's Davis bouncing puck front of the net. And Droback got down with the right pad. Power play is over. Spellacy sends one into the corner. That was Cristoforo trying to sneak towards the front of the net. Spellacy stays on it. Back towards the goal. Here's Davis. Takes from the backhand right across the blue paint. Nobody home for the Spits. And now Cole Brown. Back up ice. Moves it to Luca Testa. Testa shots. Certain one right over top of the glove. And that one off the glass in behind Costanzo. Shot comes in from the point, wide of the net. Chopping at it, Spitfires, Greentree. Penalty, Spitfires 0 for 2. Or successful 2 for 2 in the kill. Bulldogs are 0 for 2. We'll go back to work here. There's a shot, Van Acker. Not all of it. Not where he wanted it. Back to Lavoie. Far side, Thomas. Now they'll crisscross. Again, we'll say it again. The 5-man forward unit on the power play for the Bulldogs. Thomas in on goal. Loose puck. That goes in the far corner. Davis played well defensively, which is a rookie who's going to get you more ice time. Here on the penalty kill. Jack-Eye to the front of the net. You got all of it.
Close to 90 miles per hour.
Well, when Danny was in town with the Ice Dogs, he scored in his first game back here at the WFC Center. Been a couple years here in Windsor. Someone gets to the line, and now it gets out. He had a goal and an assist in that Ice Dogs win earlier in the season here in Windsor. Moving over to Brantford. Better situation for him, and he's playing it tight. He's playing in that top unit. Getting some power play time. Good for him. Broken up by Morneau. Morneau. Far side for Davis. He overskates it. Now just sends it back in behind the goal. Spitfires with 2:13 left in the 4-minute penalty to Captain Greentree. Bulldogs to Van Acker. It's a 2-on-2 through center. Trying to catch up is Jack-Eye. Jack-Eye yelling 3. He's the extra attacker there. Abraham stays with him. Jack-Eye moves it to Thomas. Thomas, far side, right to the side of the goal. Now back to Thomas. Thomas far for O'Brien. He sends it right across the crease. Spellacy trying to beat his man, and he does. Spellacy in on goal.
Of glove saves we've never seen before.
Nesbitt spins it back. Rebello is going to carry it back in over the line. Here he is on the offense. Rebello, back check there by the Spitfires. And Greentree returns to the ice. Spitfires kill off a 4-minute minor, sorry. Nesbitt out to center. Bulldogs now 0 for 4. The Spitfires have yet to have a power play. Thought maybe they'd get one there. Fans are now getting on the referees. 9:39 to go in the second period. We've been chugging along here tonight. Spitfires up 2-0, 25-10. The shots in favor of the Bulldogs. You have to think that something's going to go in at some point. Greentree back the other way now. Greentree to the backhand. Moves across the zone. And now just lost one wide of the goal. Cristoforo was off the doorstep. That came right out to him. Spitfires change. Protz back after losing a couple of chicklets. Crombie takes the hit but dumps it in. Eichler for Cristoforo. Back out the middle. The Spitfires just pump it inside the zone. Bradley back now, watched by Greenwell. Here's Moore. Here's a shot high, knocked down, pucked loose to the side of the goal. Cristoforo. Well, the Bulldogs started with the standard 12 forward, 6 defensemen. They moved Rebello back up. Draw scrubbed. Back to the point. Bradley works it down the wall. LeBlanc gets by him. Comes around here waiting for Morneau. Spellacy into space. It's Colton Smith. He's got a step. Smith to the backhand. Almost underneath the drove back. Kept it out. Rolling puck. Spellacy. Back for Smith, who had that chance. Knocked away Chen. Chen skates through center and now decides I'll cross the line with it. Leaves there for Lavoie. Lavoie takes to the backhand in front of the net. Florian Jack-Eye scores. On the doorstep, a broken play, and the Bulldogs will get on the board on their 28th shot of the night.
On the Bulldogs with some glorious chances tonight. Nothing's been able to go, and this time it's just a bit of a be it with Pierre Millette traded at the deadline. Cristoforo earlier.
That was Sobolev's rookie year.
Okay.
24 playoff games, 2 assists in those playoff games. Jugan back to Cristoforo, jumps up to the play. He takes a bump there, but gets that puck right back. Sends one towards the front of the net. Sobolev for Jack-Eye, the goal scorer. On a broken play, he gets his 24th of the season. Lavoie and Chen picking up the assists. Spitfires 2-1, trailing 29-13 on the shot clock. 4 power plays for the visitors. Spitfires have held them off the board with the man advantage. Into the corners, Nesbitt. Takes a hit from Sobolev. Nesbitt, hard pass back to the point. Taken by Cristoforo. Trying to shake his man as Jugan. Jugan moves it to the middle, trying to get that shot off the side of the net. And Cristoforo had snuck down low once again.
Cristoforo with his second chance of the period. Right down there on the goal line.
Cross ice feed. That one snapped wide by Greentree. He had just come off on a line change. And it just found a little open cushion there down low. Nesbitt trying to go through the legs, turning, firing is Greentree. Another shot goes off a leg and wide of the goal. Greenwell has taken a hit down in the corner. Finally, they get that puck out, and Cristoforo back on it now. Cristoforo had a go-ahead goal late in the second, sneaking off the blue line against Owen Sound on Saturday. Ended up being the game winner. Here's Struthers, drops for Greentree. Greentree shoots, and that goes off the arm of Droback. Score, but Brantford's just pouring it on. 34 shots now on goal. 74, rather the third goal for number 74, Adrian Rebello, on the season. He's coming off a 3 assist afternoon versus Peterborough on Super Bowl Sunday. He's only got 8 points now in the season. Owen Sound. Owen Sound came back, had the edge, and the Spitfires got a quick goal. And see how they play here with Van Acker back on Cristoforo. 2 draft eligible players for the upcoming NHL Draft. Jugan. Rolling puck to the side of the net. Spitfires can't chip it over. Drawback. Ethan Martin was there on the doorstep. Here's Van Acker, that big body back down the wing. He splits the D. Van Acker in on goal. Costanzo, it's underneath of a penalty. We'll see if they've got things figured out to start this third period. Spitfires, the Bulldogs, the only time this season here at the WFCU Center. Shirk drops for Rebello. Right back in on the offense. Shirk. That puck was rolling. He slung it wide of the goal. Puck bounces high, settling it down the Spitfires. Green Tree gets it ahead for Abraham. Abraham crosses the line, trying to move it to the defense, but he does. Right to the net. Throwback. Got it. Off the pad.
No, like
this end of the ice,
It's just tilted. The last couple weeks, the ice is tilted here.
Cristoforo back in his zone. Uh-oh. And it's going to be Are we going to discuss here, or is this going to be a penalty? Yeah, it looks like a quick discussion, but it is going to go against Cristoforo.
Very quick discussion. So Anthony Cristoforo heading to the box for delay a game. Puck over and score, and
that's unheard of.
So Spitfires will have just over 18 minutes here to try to erase that deficit, their first of the hockey game.
Working it down low, Jack Guy. Jack Guy's got now a 2-point night, as you said, and staying hot.
5 points in his last 5 periods in a few minutes.
Haven't been able to bring it up yet because they haven't been on the penalty kill yet, but this Bulldogs team ranks 7th overall on the penalty kill.
They've had Greentree, Davis, Warno.
Struthers takes a hit. Greenwell's going to get to it. The Spitfire draft pick from London. Eichler can't get it by O'Brien. He's going to knock it down, and that comes out to center. Eichler back on it first. Brown chases him. Joseph Eichler's going to leave for Cristoforo. Here's Greenwell. Out of the reach. Jumping on that loose puck. Struthers trying to get to it. Battles along with Sobolev back in behind the goal. Back to the point, Cristoforo. His shot blocked. Bradley. This is a step, Jugan. Here's Greenwell, banks it back to Cristoforo. Lofts one in on goal in front of the net, tied up there. Sobolev had his man. Struthers couldn't get a stick on it. Spitfires back into the defensive zone now. The Bulldogs will stretch things. Lucas Moore waits for a change, and then we'll break it out. Brown back in over the line. Moves it to the middle. His shot rides up a stick, goes over top of the goal. Rebello started the game as a defenseman, has scored in the second to tie it up, and now here working with Brown and O'Brien. Ethan Martin will bank it in. Jugan takes a check. Here's Nesbitt back to the point. Woodall towards the front of the net, knocked down. It's O'Brien. Impressed by Jake O'Brien here tonight. He comes in leading rookies in scoring. Doesn't have any points in his last 2. He hasn't got one yet tonight, and he's on his way to breaking the rookie mark for the Bulldogs franchise. Arthur Kaliev did that a couple years back. He's 2 points off that rookie scoring mark.
Safe to say he's going to achieve that. A couple good chances for him tonight.
Spitfires get numbers back in over the line to the middle. There's a pass over to Smith that doesn't connect. Spits keep it in, though. Morneau momentarily banks off a leg and out. Well, we talked about it off air. We don't get to see these Eastern Conference teams, outside of just like the fans do. Here's Jack Guy. He's going to step into a shot. Rides over the forehead of goaltender Costanzo. Just like you, we watch from home quite often, but
that's 75%.
That's a pretty good mark.
Yeah. Take that.
I would have took that in any class back in high school. Now Spitfires, what can they do with it? Trailing by one, Shirk's going to push it back up ice with Rubello and Bujold. Here's Rubello. His shot. Costanzo kicks it away. Sobolev keeps it in. Back down the wall. Spitfire's going to get to it first. Cristoforo. Davis. First on it. His backhand gets out to center. Knocked down by Protz. That happened, technically. But you know what? They can't back up the shot clock.
You could take away a goal.
Yes. Here's a chance
shot
for the Spitfires. Scores! Abraham evens it at 3. Sold. Spellicine O'Brien. Spellicine wins the draw. Smartly down the wall for Smith. Smith leaves for Cristoforo. He's got some room to the front of the goal. Puck in the feet of the forward there in front. That was Jugan. Ben Acker. Can't clear. That was actually Morneau. And now it comes to Smith. Smith trying to move that pass. Good work by Ben Acker. Cristoforo was sneaking up offensively once again. He was cocked and ready, and Smith was just about to deliver the pass when Ben Acker lifted the stick. Walton with the body on Brown. Protz catches up to it. Down the wing, sent him to the front of the net. Brown. It's the New Jersey Devils draft pick. Van Acker with that power move again, but didn't have the puck. Walton uses the body to shield. Now he's going to dish off to Cristoforo. Here come the Spitfires back in over the line. Cristoforo going to jump up offensively, 3-on-3, shot to the goal.
And then scored 3 against Owen Sound on Saturday night.
Spitfires can't clear. All alone in front of the net was Thomas.
In what turned out to be a 7-4 win for the Spitfires.
Here's Lavoie back in behind the goal, knocked down off a stick. It comes to Thomas. Thomas, Washington draft pick. Gets it across ice, but the Spitfires block, and here's a chance that just gets over to Cristoforo. Thomas was trying to get in between that pass. Moore's back into his own zone. On the forehand now. Gets it out to center. Toure, a couple whacks at it. It's going to be Lavoie leaving for Florian Jacki. Here's Thomas, and he's in up. Owen Allard for the Sioux Greyhounds. We'll see here on Sunday. That puck chucked all the way down the ice. We had mentioned it earlier. Owen Sound had, or rather Brantford, had 3 shorthanded goals in the same power play on Sunday. Spitfires will try to dodge that, I'll say. Abraham gets the line and around. Fans into it here on a Valentine's Day evening. Bulldog bench diving out of the way. And that was knocked down before it got into the seating area. Abraham makes a move. Drives cross ice, scores! Spitfires power play goal! Looks like Abraham's got the trick and they're up 4-3. Jake O'Brien now leans in on the draw. The Spitfires playing with the lead since about midway through the second. Drove back, directs it to the corner. Smith. Bradley tries to tie him up. Valentin Jugan pokes away at it. Jugan back in behind the goal. Feeds the point. Cristoforo just keeps it in. Back off into the front of the net. And finally, Droback will bounce. That puck came direct.
3rd consecutive game.
Cristoforo. Knifed in by the Spitfires. And we're back even. Owen Protz will curl from behind his own goal. Get it up ahead to Shirk. Shirk gains the red line and dumps it in. Walton waiting for its Greentree. Greentree's backhander goes all the way down. Looks like no, it's going to roll all the way. That's going to be an icing.
Came in 7 for 7. 7 in his last 7. Go up the wall, the benches, and Greentree picks it off the red line. This time they're able to turn around, but it's called back on the offside.
Dropped in there by Rubello. Cristoforo first on it, up the wing for Davis. Davis trying to back in across ice. Bouncing puck gets by Sobolev. Forced by Greentree. It's back into the corner. Rubello's back. Here's Protz. Owen Protz. On the wing for Shirk. He's got Buchholz with him. And Buchholz just couldn't hold the line. Buchholz had some jump tonight, a couple of assists. Spitfires come back with the Abraham line. He's got a trick tonight. Lifted in. Sobolev first on it. Former Spitfire in an overage season, so our last chance to see Daniel Sobolev. The Spitfire fan favorite, this time wearing the enemy's jersey. Here tonight. It's Rebello, force back Sobolev. Hammer one out to center, right onto the stick of Davis, into the space for Abraham. He was on his heels. Now Rebello. Cross ice. Nice receive there by Shirk. Gains the line, now to the trailer, Rebello. Rebello buzzing in. He's going to curl around the net. Davis in front of the goal. Costanzo Shirk there on the doorstep. Nice pass by Adrian Rebello. And the Spitfires break it up. We'll get it out to center. And we are set fronts. 3-on-3. Spitfires and Bulldogs. Here's Greentree. And now Abraham hops over. There's a shot. Throwback had to be quick with a blocker. Looking for number 4 tonight. Morneau took the draw. Abraham swapped out as quick as possible. Now Protz backed it over the line. Rolling puck. He's going to lose the handle. Spitfires will turn it back up ice. Greentree is trying to spring himself open. Cristoforo doesn't like the angle. Now Abraham yard sales. He's got to pick up his stick. And as he does, the Spitfires exit the zone. Here come the Spits. Dropping for Abraham. 3 of the 4 goals for him tonight. Cristoforo for Abraham. For Greentree. They weave. Watch there by Protz. And then Greentree gives it away, and it's going to be Bujold pushing ahead. Protz jumps up to the plate, 2-on-1. Knocked down. Costanzo heads up. That puck to the line. And it's still loose. Where is it? It's under Abraham. And they make him play on. The referee right there over top of him. They jab away at it. And now finally, I can't believe that didn't get blown down. And then Greentree can't clear. It's going to be held in. Here come the Bulldogs. Driving to the net, Jackeye. Rolling puck. Rather, that's Thomas. Cristoforo is doubled over. This Spitfire line is gassed. And now they'll chop it out, but will they be able to get to the bench? Greentree, Cristoforo finally get there. Bulldogs will get back on it first. Thomas. Cristoforo forechecking. Thomas from in front of his own goal. It's Lavoie. Thomas, Lavoie, and Van Acker. 3 forwards now. Here's Lavoie. That can't be brought towards the front of the net. He lost the handle. Chance in front. Van Acker. Quick shot wide of the goal. Swallowed up by Thomas. Far wall. Back to Lavoie down the middle. Lavoie shot gloved. Costanzo